Goodnight Show will be right back, here on Sprout.
When your baby is ready to explore the world, send them off with Huggies Little Movers diapers, with double grip strips for a comfier fit than Pampers. Like a hug they can take with them.
What's the best room in the house? The living room, of course. That's where life happens. But sometimes life can be a little messy. That's why there's Pledge. Pledge helps make living rooms look beautiful. We love that. And we love living rooms.
That's it. Good job. Nice coating. And get this one next.
Oh! What are you guys doing?
We're making sure nothing sticks.
Otherwise, we gotta scrub all the stuff off.
Huh? What? Nobody thought of this before? What's wrong with people?
Dish issues? Not with improved Cascade Platinum. It powers through your toughest starchy messes better than finishes best. The first time, as if your dishes were non-stick. Cascade. Now that's clean.
Sprout.
Come on, everyone!
To the spinning game.
Pick and play with Ruff, Tweet, and Dave.
Who will you choose?
It's Ruff. It's Tweet. I choose Dave.
Ruff, Tweet, and Dave, a Sprout original series, every day at 11 and 7, only on Sprout.
Get ready for a new Sprout original series.
I feel a game coming on! Let's play! That's right!
Ruff, Tweet, and Dave, a multiple choice adventure, every day at 11 and 7.
And now, back to the Goodnight Show, here on Sprout.
Hi again, Sproutlets. Hi. We've been having a Sprout-tastic night on our dress-up adventure. Nina, do you think you could teach us another Spanish word?
Sure. I have a fun word for you to learn in Spanish. It's divertido.
Divertido? That's fun to say. What does divertido mean?
It means fun. And there's something fun we can do right now. It's time to play the goodnight game.
That is fun.
Let's spin the magical moonbeam wheel to find out what game we'll play. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, we'll soon know.
Looks like we're gonna play a matching game.
Tonight, we're going to match clothes you dress up in during different kinds of weather. Take a look at the clothing that these 3 different Sproutlets are wearing and help Star and me figure out which hat would fit their outfit the best. So which Sproutlet would you like to start with, Star?
How about the snowsuit boy?
Sounds good. And when would you wear a snowsuit?
In the wintertime when it's snowy and cold.
That's right, Star. Now, which hat do you think this boy would wear when it's snowy and cold out?
I see it. Do you, Sproutlets? Right. The winter hat with the pom-pom on top.
That's right. This wool hat will keep him warm when it's cold out. So which Sproutlet needs a hat next, Star?
How about the girl with the sunglasses?
Okay, and you'd wear a sundress and sunglasses when the weather is?
Sunny and warm.
That's right. So which hat should she wear?
I think the sun hat.
Great matching, Star. That sun visor will definitely keep the sun out of her eyes.
Yep. And now there's only one left, Nina.
Okay, and this Sproutlet looks like she's dressed to go out in the rain. And this last hat is a
rain hat to keep her head dry.
Great job, Star. We matched clothes that we dress up in when it's cold and snowy, rainy, and sunny and warm. Thank you all for playing
the Goodnight Matching Game.
You are so good at playing games. Did you hear that?
It sounded like Lucy.
That means someone else wants to play too. Lucy, can you tell us who's coming to play next? I can't wait to see who it is.
Hi, Sproutlets. It's me, Caillou.
Hello, Caillou.
be a big boy.
I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more. I like exploring. I'm Caillou. So many things to do. Each day is something new. I'll share them with you. I'm Caillou. My world is turning, changing each day. With Mommy and Daddy, I'm finding my way. Growing up is not so tough, except when I've had enough. But there's lots of fun stuff. I'm Caillou, Caillou, Caillou. I'm Caillou. That's me. Class pet. Look at him go! What is he doing?
He's going for a run. Even hamsters need a little exercise. Now, who would like to feed Hamish?
Oh, me, please.
Okay, Caillou. You can feed Hamish today. Not too much now.
Caillou was very careful not to overfeed Hamish.
I think he needs more water.
You're right. I'm impressed, Caillou. You're very good at taking care of our class pet.
Thanks, Miss Martin.
How would you like to look after Hamish for the weekend?
Really? Sure. How come I don't get to look after Hamish? I like hamsters. Me too. I'm good at taking care of pets.
Now, children, I've spoken to all of your parents, and everyone will get a turn to have Hamish for a weekend.
Really? Yay!
But this weekend, it will be Caillou's turn.
And Caillou could hardly wait.
We'll leave Hamish here for the moment, till we find a good spot.
He can stay in my room.
I'm not sure that's a good idea, Caillou. Hamsters are up through the night. He might keep you awake.
I don't mind. Mousy! This is Hamish. He's a hamster. He's our class pet. Mousy, cute! No, Rosie. He's a hamster, not a mouse. Rosie, feed Mousy? No, he's already been fed. And he's a mouse, not a hamster. I mean, a hamster, not a mouse. Mousy like cheese? No, Mousy doesn't like cheese.
I think there's someone else who would like to meet Hamish.
Hamish had already met Mommy and Daddy and Rosie. Caillou couldn't think of anyone else.
Oh, Gilbert! Gilbert! Gilbert no like Mousy.
I'm sure he just needs to get used to Hamish.
If we keep a close eye on Gilbert and pay him lots of attention, I'm sure everything will be just fine.
But Caillou found it hard to pay attention to Gilbert with a cute little hamster in the house.
There, how's that, Hamish? Now you've got a good view of my toys. And you've got your wheel, and your food, and your water bottle.
There was too much fussing going on to pay attention to a playful Gilbert.
There you go, Hamish. Biscotti! Yummy!
Mmm, looks good.
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot to feed Hamish. May I be excused?
As long as you come right back.
Okay.
As Caillou raced through the kitchen, he didn't realize he'd knocked over Gilbert's food dish. That evening, Gilbert had forgotten all about his runaway food.
Hey, look! A mouse toy. I bet Hamish will like playing with this. Come on, Hamish. Look at the little mousey.
I see you're all ready for bed. Don't forget, you promised to fill Gilbert's water dish.
Okay, Mommy. I'll do it now. I knew you'd like him. I'm a Mousy. We can be best friends.
Soon Caillou forgot all about Gilbert's water dish. The next morning, Caillou was a little concerned.
I can't find Gilbert, Mommy.
I'm sure he's here somewhere. Although, come to think of it, I haven't seen him either.
Uh-oh. I forgot to fill Gilbert's water dish.
Poor Gilbert. I think you're taking good care of your class pet, Caillou, but maybe you need to spend a little more time looking after your own pet.
Caillou knew Mommy was right.
Yeah, I need to go find Gilbert. Whoa! Gilbert?
Caillou finally found Gilbert in his room, right in front of Hamish's cage.
Gilbert, no! Leave Hamish alone! Oh, I'm sorry, Gilbert. I thought you were after Hamish, but you're thirsty. Come on. Let's go get some water. Here you go, Gilbert. A treat. I'm sorry, Gilbert. I was so busy looking after Hamish, I didn't take care of you.
Gilbert seemed to forgive Caillou.
Does this mean we're friends again? Maybe we can all be friends.
And they were all friends. When Caillou realized he could share his time.
In the garden.
Caillou and his family were finishing a very special breakfast. Daddy's surprise birthday breakfast.
Did you like it?
I sure did. Thank you for making such a delicious breakfast. All of you.
Happy birthday!
Thank you, Rosie. Oh, I better get moving. I promised Grandpa I'd help him with his yard work. Boy, look at all those weeds. I guess I have some work to do in our own yard. It'll have to wait.
Tell Grandma and Grandpa we say hello. We'll have to have them over for dinner later this week.
Yeah!
Will do.
Caillou looked out into the garden. It did have lots of weeds. That gave Caillou an idea.
Can we give Daddy another birthday surprise?
What kind of surprise?
Maybe we can get rid of the weeds for Daddy before he comes back.
That's a nice idea, Caillou. Then he can relax for the rest of the weekend.
Rosie, help! Rosie, help!
We'll all help, right after we put on some sunscreen.
Weeds, I'm gonna get you! Mommy, why do people pick weeds?
Well, they tend to take over the garden, and they take food and water away from the other plants.
Can't the other plants grow if there are weeds?
They can, but they won't grow as well. If we pick the weeds, the other plants get more food and water, so they'll grow better.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get those weeds.
Not so fast. I need to show you which are the weeds and which ones are my flowers. I don't want you pulling up my petunias.
Mommy showed Caillou and Rosie which plants were the weeds and which ones were the flowers. Caillou was very interested.
So, my little junior gardeners, are we all set to do some weeding?
Uh-huh. Yes!
Oh, there's just one more thing. I've noticed some ragweed at the back of the garden.
Ragweed?
It's a kind of plant that makes Rosie sneeze. So you two will have to pull out the weeds here while I pull out the weeds back there, okay?
Okay. I'll keep an eye on Rosie. She can be my helper.
Caillou was enjoying weeding the garden. He was sure they'd finish the job. That is, until Rosie got an idea of her own.
Rosie, pick! No! Those are Mommy's daisies. You can't pick them. They're flowers, not weeds. Rosie, no pick? No, you need to pick these ones. Just the weeds. No, Rosie, not the flowers. We need to pick the yucky weeds. Leave the flowers alone.
Caillou could see things would move a lot faster without his helper.
Look, Rosie, this is all weeds. You can pick anything you want here. Look, watch me. See, Rosie? We can pick all the weeds from this part of the garden and... Rosie? Rosie?
Rosie was heading towards Mommy and the ragweed that made her sneeze.
No, Rosie, come back! Come on, Rosie, let's, play in the sandbox. Yeah, that'll be fun. There, now you can dig in the sandbox while I pull out the weeds, okay? Okay. Rosie! You're not supposed to dig up the flowers, Rosie. I know. Do you want to play with some of your toys and dollies outside? Dolly! Okay, you stay right here. I'll be right back with your toys. I'm going inside to get some toys for Rosie.
Okay.
Remember, Rosie, no picking flowers.
Caillou wanted to keep Rosie really busy outdoors. So he decided he'd have to bring out a lot of toys.
Ugh, I did it! Rosie! No! No, no, no! We're supposed to pick the weeds, not the flowers. Daddy, birthday! Birthday? You mean you want to give flowers to Daddy for his birthday? Birthday! That's nice, Rosie. But I want to give Daddy a garden with no weeds, not a garden with no flowers.
Rosie didn't understand, and Caillou was worried he would never finish pulling all the weeds out of the garden.
There's so much to do, Rosie. The flower beds and the lawn, it's still full of dandelions. Pretty. What's pretty? The dandelions? They're weeds. Pretty flowers. I know. Rosie, why don't you pick some of these yellow flowers for Daddy? That'll be nice. Okay? Okay.
Wow, would you look at that?
We all work together. Do you like it?
I sure do. 2 birthday surprises in one day. Thanks.
You should know it was Caillou's idea. And he did a lot of the work himself.
Really? Wow. Pulling weeds from the garden is a big job. Thank you, Caillou.
You're welcome. Oh, and there's one more birthday surprise. Right, Rosie? Yes! Happy birthday!
Caillou wondered if Daddy would like Rosie's weedy gift.
Oh, they're beautiful, Rosie. Thank you.
It had been a clever idea letting Rosie pick the dandelions, and it had worked out beautifully.
Nina, listen to this. You know funny songs and play games that are fun. When it comes to stretches, you're number 1. You tell us cool stories and get us ready to rest. That's why our great good nights are always the best.
Oh, that was fabulous. Stay here with me and Star for more good night fun.
Don't go away. The Good Night Show will be right back.
Tonight's Good Night Show is brought to you by Kohl's. Find your yes. Kohl's.
Kohl's says yes to great brands and savings during our Friends and Family Sale. Go to Kohls.com to get your extra 20% off Friends and Family Savings Pass. Then shop the latest styles from your favorite brands this Thursday through Sunday. Find your yes. Kohl's.
You are loved in so many ways. That's why you're wrapped in the blanket-like softness and protection of Pampers Swaddlers. So all you feel is love. Pampers.
Clorox knows cooking and cleaning go hand in hand. New Clorox Pump and Clean. Get a food-safe clean on cutting boards, counters, even high chair trays.
We're big fans.
Yeah, you are. A food-safe clean for your real life.
New McCormick skillet sauces make it easy to add a flavorful twist to your family's favorites. Because they're made with unique combinations of natural McCormick herbs and spices. New McCormick skillet sauces. Live deliciously.
When your baby is ready to explore the world, send them off with Huggies Little Movers diapers. With double grip strips for a comfier fit than Pampers. Like a hug they can take with them.
Are you having Activia? Greek. Oh, because it looks like Activia. Greek. Activia Greek. Activia Greek. Oh!
Try the thick, creamy Greek yogurt that may make your tummy smile.
I love it.
Try Activia Greek.
Tomorrow at 6 o'clock, join us for a Sprout special movie presentation. 2 unlikely friends find one unexpected adventure. They'll race raging rivers, climb treacherous trees, and weather some serious storms as they discover the meaning of true friendship. A Sprout special movie presentation for the whole family. The Adventures of Milo and Otis. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock, only on Sprout.
And now, back to the Good Night Show here on Sprout.
Hi, Sproutlets. Welcome back. It's me, Nina.
And me, Star. And I love spending our good nights with all of you.
Me too.
And Lucy likes it too.
Did you know that her nickname Luz means light in Spanish? How perfect